Hey, my name is PolishLynx and welcome to the irae Amantes. Okay, let's see what Isaac is trying to do or something. But I heard Rhea's sound. And guess we are going to her. A sudden sensation of falling jolted Rhea awake. She raised her upper body and looked around. Her memories didn't seem to have vanished with the shock. She could grasp both her present situation as well as the events that led to it. Still, she had trouble comprehending this place. Where was this?
Ohana batake.
Huh? Oh, that actually makes sense. I thought it was seeing the first glance, but now that you say it, it really looks like a field of flowers. Being told to traverse and then no hell, she expected to be met by some terrifying sight of purple torment, yet this was nothing like it. A gentle wind carried the scent of spring to her nostrils. Rhea could do nothing but be flabbergasted by the tenderness of it all. This couldn't have been merely a manifestation of her imagination. She could feel the unmistakable lushness of grass at her feet and the wetness of soil beneath it. This was no doubt somewhere within the castle, but hell? If anything, this place looked more like heaven. In before hell is heaven. Rhea could no longer feel Isaac's thoughts. Had he switched to observing, or did their link get severed? She had no idea, but it definitely felt like he was no longer around. She spent a few moments dazed, then finally stood up. In any case, she had to figure out what was going on. There was nothing to be gained from standing in a place like some scarecrow. And so, enveloped by roasted gust of flower petals, Rhea began her trek through this so-called hell that looked more like paradise. For starters, she decided to reassess the information that Isaac told, or rather made known to her. Condemned souls choose the look of their own hell, apparently. It was entirely up to the individual to decide which part of the castle to emerge in. In short, there existed a certain attractive force in this place. A force that brought those similar to each other together, herding them into clans or perhaps communities, depending on how they died and what kind of soul they possessed. The cast would ascertain their nature and draw those most similar to each other to the same place. In that case, was this the most fitting corner of hell for Rhea? Would she find kindred spirits here? She had trouble taking that in. But even if that was so, what kind of world after death was this? For one, Rhea was quite certain that she still lived. Furthermore, she had no idea how to define someone who would be a kindred spirit to her. She didn't think of herself as incredibly special, different from the rest of the world, but she had a hard time imagining exactly who she could be linked with in death when she herself was still alive. What kind of memento mori would that birth? An odd sound reached Rhea's ears as she continued through the field of flowers. It was oh shit! All the kids of Liz are right? I think if they are going to show all of them, it will be damn creepy. Okay, I take back what I said. It's damn wonderful. A group of children sang a foreign tune beyond the dancing flower petals. About 10 in total, both boys and girls, all around the same age. A single glance at their blissful smiles was enough for everyone to realize that they must have been good friends. It didn't seem like any of them were exactly well off, but their clothes were mended, their skin clean. Rhea could tell they were rich in love, if not in money. But honestly, all I can hear are girls singing. Don't think I've heard any voices. There was no hint of sorrow on their faces. After all, they couldn't have sung such a jovial tune otherwise. Who were they? What were they doing here? And for how long had they been singing? They certainly could have started recently. Whereas instincts told her that not knowing would be best for her own sake. Rhea stopped in place, absent-mindedly listening to the children's song. She did not feel like moving or talking while their song went on. Therefore,
やあ、いらっしゃい。よく来たね。
you've got to be freaking shitting me right now. What in the world are you doing here? She froze as someone suddenly arrested her.
ここにお客が来るのは久しぶりだ。
You've got to be shitting me, man.
その、
Ra could not come up with anything to say.
あなたはアンナっていうのさ。この子らの、まあ、遊び相手みたいなものかな。
An unfamiliar girl. Yeah, had suddenly appeared among the children. She seemed younger than Rhea by a few years, but definitely older than the rest of the children. Seeing how she patted them on their tiny heads, Rhea figured she must have acted the role of an older sister in this place. Which isn't that great of a thing. Her gorgeous dress, however, stood up quite a bit compared to how the rest of the children were clothed, but that was fine. It did not upset Rhea that much. With that, however,
あなた、いつから最初からいたけどね。見えなかったのかい
Rhea hadn't felt the presence of the girl till that very moment. She had been captivated by the song and paid much attention to her surroundings. But there was no way she could have missed someone this distinctly dressed.
波長がちょっとずれてるのかな。あるいはここに私を入れたくなかったのかな。まあ何にせよ、今はこうして見えるし話せる。だったらそれでいいじゃないか。細かいことは抜きにしよう。改めまして、いらっしゃい。君に会えて、この子たちも喜んでいるよ。
The girl, who called herself Anna, made a gentle smile. Upon closer inspection, she did appear to be quite a beauty. Her skin milky white, her locks a dazzling hue of silver that sparkled in the sun. The bandage of her right eye wrapped the whole picture, but the deep lapis lazuli blue of her left more than made up for any shortcomings. She looked almost like a lavish bisque doll that had been infused with life and now walked among the living. But then what was this feeling? The girl's captivating looks gave her a completely different impression. She was like a doll, beautiful and lovely without a single shade to taint her charming bright smile. Had she been left in the display window of a store, passerby would have no doubt stopped to marvel at this sight. Indeed, she looked like merchandise. She was most certainly a living and breathing human being, yet it felt like she should have a price tag attached to and be lined up with other items in a shop. I simply could not see her as human. The girl did not seem like someone who actually lived as one. Was it all only in Rhea's head?
ねえねえ、早く行こうよ。私も早く会いたいよ。
ああ、そうだったね。ごめん。忘れていたわけじゃないんだけどね。
Ignoring Rhea's mixed feelings, the children began nagging the older girl, waving their arms as they urged her to go somewhere.
来るんだよね、あの人。
うん。っていうかもう来てるんじゃないかな。
きっと来てるよ。じゃあ、また会えるの？嘘ついたら命だよ。
嘘じゃないって。じゃあほら、行こっか。
わーい！
君もおいでよ。一緒に。
The silver girl stuck a hand out to Rhea. Her broad smile innocent on reassuring her that more fun was waiting ahead. To her, however, something felt out of place. Yet she couldn't quite explain what.
お姉ちゃんも行くの。
One of the children clasped Ra's hand and pulled her into a group.
誰に
Who were they going to meet? It was a mere child's strength that clasped her hand, yet Ra couldn't for the life of her brush it off. Resistance felt impossible. If she really wanted to resist, she could no longer tell. Before she knew it, Ra's vision leveled up with the child who pulled her hand. Her body shrunk to that of her childhood. The children continued their stride with a song, without paying attention to Ra's puzzlement in the slightest, almost like they were simply on their way to an exciting picnic.
待って。話して。お願い。ちょっと。
She tried resisting, but she simply couldn't.
私、嫌だ。こんな、行きたくない。
She didn't know why she felt this way, nor could she tell exactly what upset her.
この先に、行って、一体。
What was waiting for her there?
ああ、無理だ。諦めなよ。
The silver girl shrugged and looked down upon the shrunken Area.
ここは、そういうクランなんだ。君はそこに落ちた以上、ここの決まりには逆らえない。相対の意志というものがあるからね。まあ、ぶっちゃけて言えば、ここにいる時点で、これは君の業でもあるんだよ。
Isaac's words surfaced in Ra's mind. Embark upon hell, no hell, kindred spirits flock together in death, massacring each other for all eternity.
じゃあ、
What cruel twist of fate would have birthed this peach-cold riddle of flower petals known as hell? The girl narrowed her eye, one exposed eye to a squint. But rose up Ra's throat, because the answer was,
親に殺される。だよ。
such was the fundamental core that constituted this world.
とある男の話をしよう。そいつは生まれつき目と耳がおかしくて、周りの人間と五感を共有できないことに嘆いていた。人間が本に見える。木や石がラジオに感じる。ありていに言えば、彼は何でも分かってしまう男だったわけだ。そういうの、見ようによっては便利そうだが、真面目な話、苦痛だろ？世の中知らない方がいいことなんて山ほどある。なあ、君だって、それくらいわかるだろう。
And Ra most certainly did. There were too many things she didn't want to see. Too many things she didn't want to know. She blocked her ears, shut her mouth, even suppressed her breathing. With heart obstinate like coal, hard stone. She believed it to be the way to maintain her paradise.
そうだね。君と同じように、私やこの子たちにも知らない方がいいことはたくさんあった。きっと、誰にも気づかない方が幸せなのにって事柄はあるんだろうさ。人生適度に鈍感じゃないとやっていけない局面はある。例えるなら、痛風かな。風が吹いただけでも苦しむようじゃ生きていけない。鋭敏で繊細で傷つきやすいこと。神経を丸出しにして歩いてる生き物なんてこの世にいないし、いたとしたら、そいつは壊れているだろう。だから、そいつは壊れているんだよ。
A story of man, with tender, delicate, and fragile heart. What would a being like him long for?
病人が望むことは病気の治癒。だけど、すでに全身が死病に侵されているのなら、患部を切り落とせばいいという話じゃなくなる。究極的完全的に病の根絶を願うなら、生まれ変わるしかないんだよ。つまり、全くの別人になること。彼は、それを渇望したんだ。
The girl indicated something in the distance with her jaw, and Rhea, whose hand was still locked in the iron grip of the children, noticed that as well. This was the end point of the trip.
この子たちの親だ。
A decrepit church stood at the end of the flower field. A tall man crucified to its wall. Wild ivies covered his body as if trying to swallow him.
誰？
Ra had never seen him before. He looked about 30 years old, but his appearance gave the impression of a much older person. Sunken cheeks, dark circles under his closed eyes, the face of a sick man. His shriveled frame reminded her of a mummy or a skeleton.
ねえ、誰なの？
だから、この子たちの親さ。
The girl made a faint smile, but that wasn't what Ra wanted to know.
神父様？ねえ、起きて、神父様。僕たち、ずっと待ってたんだよ。
The children addressed the motionless man. His priestly robes indeed identified him as a holy man. The terrified Ra, the priest she could have sworn she had never seen before, the children that seemed to adore him, and the words of the silver girl. What was the meaning of all this? What sense did it make for Ra to be here? Isaac, why was he showing this to her?
こいつはね、この子たちに自分を救ってほしかったんだよ。
Shivers ran down Ra's spine, but the girl only kept smiling at her, continuing her tale in a friendly tone.
彼は重度の痛風で、時代は風に鉄と炎を混ぜていた。だから我慢の限界が来てたんだろうね。彼は逃げたよ、この場所に。
To this hell of flower petals.
ここはいい風が吹くだろう。いい匂いがするだろう。それでも彼は削れていくけど、棺桶としては悪くない。喧嘩にだって困らないさ。この子らは彼の最後を飾る花だ。ここで眠る彼のためにずっと永遠に解放されない。その身を花として捧げ続ける。バレリアン・トリファー。彼の渇望に対する生贄として。
The head of a girl standing next to her was suddenly blown clean off.
その望みを叶える代償として。
A hole opened in the chest of a boy a little bit further from Rhea.
彼らはずーっと死に続けている。60年ずっとずっと。親に殺されたんだよ。この子たちはね。
Her voice would not come out, she could not breathe, children were dying all around her, leaving behind a spectacle of blood and gore. The remains all rained down on Rhea.
神父様？神父様？泣かないで。悔やまないで。幸せだったから。楽しかったから。愛してるわ。愛してるの。だから笑って。また抱きしめて。忘れないから。覚えているから。
こいつが逃げ続けている限り。
僕らはずっと死に続けている。
Memories, emotions, and pain surged into Rhea like a muddy stream. Pain, 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 pain. None of the children resented anyone, but the priest abhorred himself. He could not forgive his own being. He wished to abolish his very existence. That is why he yearned to be reborn. And that craving shackled the children to the castle.
黄金の大公、クリストフ・ローエン・グリーン。彼はそうなることで痛みを超えたが、そうなった自分を共振すればするほどに、その代償である子供たちの死は必然になる。ああ、つまり、本当の自分はクズだと思っている限り、クズな結果が繰り返されるっていうことだよ。こいつはクズでクズだから、可愛い子供らが死んじゃうのさ。クズだね。
The pitch-cold hue of the wind shifted to the crimson. Now carrying the stench of blood and steel, the one-eyed girl looked down at Rhea, who had still been frozen in a stupor as the remnants of dismembered children rained down on her like a shower. Wait, was that really a girl? She had a dark grey pistol in her hand, with smoke rising from its muzzle like the funk of a beast. It was her who had been killing the children. Rhea could finally put a name to the discrepancy she had felt. The children and this being had not exchanged a single word. The monster masquerading as a girl merely intruded on their conversations. Then what on earth?
あなたは何？
イザークから聞いているだろ？エインフェリアだよ。
A being whose very existence was a hell in and unto itself, the strongest soul of the clan, the ruler and guardhound of their lair of the underworld.
マキナは戦士を、ザミエルは巡視を、そして僕は上司を支配し司る。それとも狂信なのかな。その辺曖昧だけど似たようなもんだろ。どっちも頭いっちゃってる理屈だからね。
Love, 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 love. And beyond it, death. An antinomy between causes and results. A gust of rose tinted roughness with like the most exquisite of candies, its beginning cold irresistible. A hell rod of flower petals.
君はそうやって死ぬんだ。
How about now? And that was why Rhea found herself here.
みんな君を愛してる。ハイドリヒ教も僕たちも。バビロン、クリストフ、みんな。
And they would kill her out of that love. They would sacrifice her because they cherished her. The death that lay in store for Rhea humor was irrevocably intertwined with the emotion of love. That was what made her sacrifice, as Zonelkind, the core of the castle. I love all and everything. Rhea now understood what it meant, and that those children were just like her.
うちくん。
She finally realized that only death could give form to her love. The wind swept across the field as the very air shifted. 10 children had turned to disemboweled scraps of meat. Rhea could not contain a bite rising up her throat and fell to her knees. Only one, no, 2 children remained. Their butcher, the silver girl had returned to her true form. The being was never a girl to begin with.
目は覚めたかい神父様。ここを預かる者として感想の一つも聞きたいんだが、どうよ。
The silver hair grew shorter, the bandage turned to an eye patch, sporting a school design, while the white dress became an obsidian uniform. Wolfgang Schreiber, the demonic supervisor of emotional death, addressed the crucified man. He was but a shadow of his former self. A mere wraith, the wicked saint whose creed brought death upon all he loved.
ザミエルに弾き出されたんだろ？残念と言いたいが、もしかして狙い通りかい？
さて。
The ruined man opened his eyes. It had been 6 years since he last inhabited his own body. He made a troubled smile and descended upon the flower field. Valerian Trifa, the substitute commander of the Obsidian Table. Divine Visual, his true form was here along with his full name.
金メッキのハゲた君の方が好感持てるよ、クリストフ。正直ハイドリヒ教を戦勝している生産杯は八つ咲きにしてやりたかった。クズはクズなりに分相応な器の方がお似合いじゃないか。
It was all the result of his craving, his yearning for and reverence of the old, along with his maddening self-hatred. He lamented and detested his powerlessness, which led him to envy Reinhard Heydrich's golden radiance.
私としては痛恨ですよ。おかげでリザを死なせてしまった。この業を未だ拭えない。ましてあなたのような怪物を前に生身で放り出されるとはね。まさに絶体絶命というやつだ。生産杯を捨てた私はただの凡夫と変わらない。狙い通りなどと買いかぶりもいいところですよ。
His acne larva was the vessel of gold, Reinhard Heydrich's own divine body, the strongest armor known to the world. Trifa was as good as naked without it, completely devoid of power. He looked about himself and let out a sigh of lament.
懐かしいという気にはなれませんね。ここに鏡があれば即座に打ち壊していたでしょう。そこには必然この世で最も見たくない男の顔が映っている。
Returning to his old body brought Trifa no joy, only repulsion and despair. Unable to stand the sight of his limbs, he instead fixed his gaze on Schreiber.
おかげで嫌な過去を見せられましたよ。忘れたことなど一瞬たりとてありませんが。まあよい。それでシュライバー卿、あなたは私を処刑なさるか。
さーてね。正直どうしたもんか。
Schreiber cocked his head to the side and gave him a mischievous pose.
君らの会話は聞こえていたが、結果だけ見りゃ反逆どころか中金だ。増年金と落とし、遊びが過ぎたアンナは死んで、葛藤好きなバビロンを排除。そして君は生産杯を返上した。落としどころとしちゃ代行として火のない手際だよ、クリストフ。実にうまいことハイドリヒ教に対するお膳立てを整えたと言えなくもない。だから僕らとしちゃそれを褒めたたえてやるべきで、これからもよろしく頼むよって言ってもいい。まあもっとも。
Schreiber narrowed his eye, one eye glaring at Trifa. All that caught his gaze was an overflowing surge of bloodlust.
そんな理屈で僕を縛ろうなんて思ってんなら師匠もんではあるけどね。
Trifa opened 5 swastikas and even took care of all the weaklings in the obsidian table's ranks, as such he had been worthy of medal rather than trial and death. As he had no value as a sacrifice without the divine vessel, leaving him alive would prove far more fruitful of a choice. After all, his wicked sanctity and incarnate nature would no doubt be of good service to the gold in opening the rest of the swastikas. That made sense, it was perfectly reasonable. Unfortunately, such things had no effect on Schreiber.
順番悪かったね。この状態でここにいるのがマキナかザミエルなら命拾ったのかもしれないのにさ。
ええ、それは十分理解しているつもりですよ。あなたの中には殺人という一択しかない。
Regardless of the situation or the opponent, Schreiber could only ever choose to kill. Calculations, plans, negotiations? None were concepts that existed within his slowed mind.
まさに狂獣ですね。狂犬などと生優しい。無論私とてそんなあなたに命乞いが通じるなどと思ってはいませんよ。
そうかい。じゃあ
With no change in attention at all, nor any shift in the atmosphere of light conversation.
バルハラへようこそ神父様。君の子供たちもずっと君を待っていたよ。
Schreiber soundlessly thrust out his hand, piercing Trifa's chest.
いいね。生きている血の温かさ、心臓の鼓動を感じるよ。この60年死人ばかりを殺し続けるのは味気なくて、僕は欲求不満だったからね。
The Ashen Knight's fingers coiled around Trifa's heart.
さようなら。これが君の死だ。
The man known as the Wicked Saint. The most perverse, unpredictable member of the Obsidian Table, whose hair burned well off, hardly discernible from baldness.
私の死？
This was to be his end?
まあ確かに疑問ではあるよ。
Schreiber smiled as the blood gushing from the wound painted him crimson.
バレリアントリファはまともじゃない。僕には普通であることの定義なんてわからないが、君が他と比べて特殊だってことくらいは理解できる。何人も殺したよ。何万人も食ってきたよ。その経験を重ねる中で 人間の心理ってやつを学習したさ。
Humans could neither communicate with animals through words, nor could they comprehend each other in any other way. But hunters would learn the habits of their prey as they stalked it. It was the inevitable outcome of the ultimate form of intimacy, predation.
僕ほど人間を知っている者はいないと自負しているんだよ。
For he was a genuine man-eater. As such, he knew his prey better than anyone. And even with that knowledge at hand, Schreiber declared Valerian Trifa to be an anomaly, a being difficult to understand.
君ほど諦めの悪い男はそういない。人間ってのは意外と危機に淡白なんだよ。すぐ壊れるしすぐ諦める。もういい、ダメだ、限界だ。君らの大好きな思考。上位3つは大方それだ。
Memento mori, as man would die one day, he ought not obsess over the material world. Only now mattered. This pattern was ubiquitous in the minds that possessed enough processing power to comprehend their own inevitable demise. In Schreiber's mind, resignation was both a concept exclusive to mankind as well as their greatest invention.
戦場でもそうだったろ。惜しく死に立ち向かえる奴が何人いた。最後の最後まであがき続ける奴がどれだけいたのさ。大抵の奴はどこかで折り合いつけるんだよ。別に
Things that one could and was unable to do. To see and comprehend the gap between reality and an ideal. A miracle granted by God in your time of need. A foolish hope that your dormant powers would suddenly awake. Sooner or later, most realized that such things held no practical value in the real world and gave up, mocking their own childish fantasies at the same time.
それが普通だ。
The man-eater declared it to be all part of the human condition.
器を知ること。それが君らをして死に向かわせる病だ。なあ。だったらさ。
Schreiber, his grip still on Trifa's heart, twisted his wrist, and observed as a spurt of blood trickled down his arm.
器そのものを変えようなんて考えた希少種が、なんでこんな簡単につまされてんだい？諦めの悪さは筋金入りの君がさ。
The answer came as a cough of blood, a wail of pain, and an embarrassed smile.
まさかあなたに異常者扱いされるとはね。光栄と言うべきか、心外と愚痴るべきか。
僕のことはどうでもいいよ。
Trifa vomited another mouthful of blood as Schreiber's hand went even further into his chest, yet his smile remained plastered to his face.
珍しいこともあるものだ。あなたは聖者に興味などない人でしょう。駆け抜けた後の屍しか見ないあなたが私のあり方ごときを気にすると？
ああ、だって君はもう死んでるじゃないか。
Schreiber would always kill first and think later. He never once truly spoke to a living man.
致命傷だよ。今さらどうしようと助からない。だから轍となった君を振り返り、聞かせてもらおう。何を考えてたんだい？
He would die without accomplishing anything of significance. A fact that would doubtless puzzle everyone that knew the substitute commander of the Obsidian Table. Schreiber most of all, who considered the priest a truly rare breed of human. The priest was a man who cast away his own flesh and identity, all for his craving to soar the high heavens like a swan. His soul knew neither resignation nor despair or limits. In that case, why?
要は
A withered, hoarse voice answered Schreiber's query.
テレジアさえ助かればよい。そういうことですよ、シュライバー卿。それからここにも来たかった。私が過去にこぼしたものを再認し救い上げるためにね。
つまり
She responds with Trevor with a broad smile. He placed his hand on the boy's head.
五色を狂わす。私の狙いは終始一貫してそれだけだ。ゆえ、あなたを壊しましょう。アルベドの枠をここに消す。
Oh, I get it. I get how you're going to do that. You hear voices of all and such, so you will make him hear all of that and that will destroy him basically somehow. Shambet felt as if his brain had been struck by a bolt of lightning. The boy could not comprehend the nature of the violent surge of electricity that ravaged his head from his scalp down to his skull and grey matter. He knew it was an emotion, but he couldn't understand that what kind. He understood but one thing. It hurt so much. The electric current sent a wave of merciless, mudding pain across his brain. It had been a part of his own memories.
今の私には人間が本に見える。木や石がラジオに感じる。あなたの本質も手に取るように理解できる。アンナ・シュライバー。本当のあなたが路傍に打ち捨てられて傷つきあえぐただの子犬でしかないことも。あなたは私を希少と言ったが、確かにそちらから見ればそうかもしれない。今ここにいる少年はひどく凡庸で分かりやすい少女だ。
Telepathy. Thought synchrony. The power that slumbered within Valerian Trifa's brain could draw out the memories and feelings of others. Not even matters that the person in question had long forgotten would escape the priest's eyes and ears. Wait, that I didn't know about? So you can somehow make the other person realize all that happened? Like, they somehow switched it off from their memory and you can like switched it on somehow? Trifa's face contorted with pain, the kind that was not of physical nature.
あなたの痛み、あなたの憤怒、胸に迫るほど理解できる。なるほど、確かに致命傷だ。こんなものを背負ってなお人として生きることなどできますまい。狂うよりなかった心情、わかりますよ。誰であろうと耐えられない。
He who had been likened to a man suffering for gold. He who had been called a madman. He was a man to whom the pain of others would turn to a violent storm and gnaw at his flesh. And so cast away his own vessel, instead seeking a body that transcended mankind, the divine vessel of Reinhard Heydrich. Returning meant the end of his craving death. Yet at the same time, it also led to the revival of his once abandoned powers.
であれば、この場において。
Under these particular circumstances,
黄金のこの絵、アルベド。あなたを壊せるのは、バレリアン・トリファしかおりますまい。さっきの言葉をそのまま返しましょう。順番が悪かったですね。ここにいたのがリザかマレウスであったなら気づかれずに済んだ。このアルフヘイム、永遠の子供たちに満ちた世界があなたの逃避先なのでしょう。ニブルヘイムに落ちたあなたにとって唯一の楽園なのでしょう。
A hell of emotions, the kingdom of flower petals and peach-colored winds. For children whom their parents abandoned and killed. The belief of being sure their fate was the sole thread that held Wolfgang Schreiber's mind in a state of relative sanity. He locked his memories away in a cage of madness, and bent the truth into the shape that suited him the best.
テレジアが当初あなたを見つけられなかったのはそういうことだ。
and why the children in Alfheim never addressed him.
あなたは彼らと一緒ではない。なぜなら
Trifa's grip on Schreiber's head strengthened. The priest delivered the truth to him with every fiber of his being.
あなたは誰にも愛されていない。愛されてなどいないんだ。
Schreiber's thin limbs convulsed. Trifa gritted his teeth and endured the pain ravaging his own mind. What memories did the two share in that moment?
言葉に出して説明する気にもなれない。
Maybe it's better. His tongue would drop the moment he tried.
だが珍しい話でもない。
Oh, okay. That's right, and vulgar tragedy. Well, we know what happened to him. Both the boy's resemblance to a bisque doll, as well as his angelic smile, served to meet certain demands as a piece of merchandise. He had been born as a tool, a doll designed for but a single purpose, to be a problem. No one expected him to be human. No one prayed for his happiness.
父親が母親があなたを愛していた少子千万。そもそもあなたからして彼らを愛してなどいないでしょう。
Their struggle raged on, far surpassing the limits of what an ordinary person would hope to comprehend. Trifa, whose very being received the full brunt of Schreiber's pain and trauma, was just as much in mortal danger as the boy. He might have been used to the wind causing him pain, but this gale carried a lot of poison. The priest may have declared his intention to break Schreiber, but it would have not been strange in the slightest if he was the first to fall. Yet,
違う。
a change manifested in Albedo.
嘘をつくな。
Blood gushed forth from his right eye as his hair grew out again.
ムッターは僕がいなけりゃ生きていけなかったんだ。パーターは僕じゃなけりゃ相手にできなかったんだ。必要とされてたんだ。替えの利かない場所にいたんだ。
What the hell is going on?
愛されてた愛されてた愛されてたんだ。嘘つくな。
Okay, don't tell me he's still capable of erasing the past. Or something like that in his mind. And completely changing it. Wait, not erasing, just completely changing it. A choke roll, a tearful shriek, a storm caused by Schreiber's holding assaulted Trifa, yet he continued his sermon, unstifled. He had lost enough blood to kill an average man, and his vision had grown blurry, yet he remained calm and mercilessly.
ではなぜあなたは父母を殺した？その一点、ただそれだけでもあなたは私の子供たちと異なっている。愛されていたと言い張るのなら、愛していたと信じるなら、その
Whoops. Nay, the murders were the result of his wrath. A festering, rotten thing unfit to exist in this Alfheim.
あなたは私と同じだ。
Cursed by hatred, they both lost their identities, their respective cravings based in a massive contradiction.
私は二度とこの手にあるものを壊さぬよう不滅の器を欲し求めた。
He wished to be called by... Sorry? The greatest being that he knew, the impregnable gold of Reinhard Heydrich. And he turned a blind eye to the fact that his idol was the embodiment of destruction, that becoming him and devastating all in his path.
あなたもそうだ。
A pathetic and cowardly runaway.
真実の光に背を向け、魔道に落ちたのが私やあなただ。
The objects of their desire lay in the opposite direction of their ideal, and the path to attain them, they only grew more and more distant from what they truly craved, until they reached a point of no return.
故に今、この状況があるのですよ。私の60年を水泡に帰す選択。最も避けようとした流れを看過し、 よこしまなる聖路の求道者としては無能極まりない展開を是とすること。私が私らしく立ち回れば立ち回るほど私の愛するものは壊れていくのだ。ならばこうするのが最善だとは思いませんかね。あなたをして忠勤だと言わしめるこのバレリアントリファらしくない選択こそが私の愛し子たちを解放すると。
A clear voice that only those who had found the answer to their lives could produce. There was not a shred of regret or doubt left in Trifa after he faced and overcame his own contradictions without taking flight.
お前。
And that was also why Schreiber could not comprehend him. Rejecting the craving that constituted one's well-being was hardly a simple feat. For it meant the destruction of one's inner world, in a sense even suicide, self-contradictory or not, if one had already been rushing through a path at human speed, trying to take a turn would only result in a crash.
自死衝動か。ハイドリヒ教のエインフェリアになれない劣等。貧弱な魂の限界点がそこだったというだけだろ。図に乗るな。勘違いをするなよ間抜け。何か自分が高みに達したとでも思っているならそれは錯覚なんだ。
Okay, you are not the one to talk about that.
まあどう捉えようと構いませんがね。
Indeed, if one glanced at the results alone, Trifa's actions were nothing else but suicide. As such, Schreiber was not exactly wrong.
死せる英雄は殺せない。バルハラのエインフェリアは不死であり、副首領閣下の黄金連星は完全無欠と。なるほど。なるほど、確かに。私はあなた方を倒せませんよ。
Yet,
先ほどから何度も言っているでしょう。壊すと。
latching onto the contradiction of Wolfgang Schreiber's craving, Trifa would rather collapse a pillar in the transmutation of gold. He would deliver a destructive blow to the soul that supported its foundation.
それは
This contradiction was,
本当はこうされたかったのでしょう。
Trifa embraced Schreiber's shoulders and gently pressed him against his chest.
あなたがこのアルフヘイムに馴染めないのはそれを否定しているからだ。私の愛し子たちと決定的に違うのはその一点。
Both her and the children Trifa had lost merely wished to know human warmth. They craved for someone to embrace them. They need someone to acknowledge their existence. Someone who would allow them to live. Someone who would teach them love.
魔女の確たる増年金とも劣等として迫害された特定の人種も生きていてはいけないと思い込まされ死を思い死に縛られる。なんと哀れな子供たちであることか。光は誰の上にも降り注いでいるべきはずなのに。
And that was why Trifa would love them. He would stake his very soul to save them. As long as they sought delight, he would not abandon them.
なぜなら手をその小さな手で握られると逆らえない。そういうものなのですよ、シュライバー卿。あなたが決してやろうとしないそれこそが。
Trifa embraced the boy with all his strength, declaring the lethal contradiction of the Ashen Knight known as Albedo.
誰にも触られたくない。あな
The faster he rushed to the path of his craving, the further he would end up from his one true wish. A way of life no different from Trifa's, leading only to self-destruction. The boy's soul, wishing for the warmth of others, yet longing to escape the touch of all men and women, was hopelessly self-contradicting.
だからあなたの後ろには屍という轍しかない。
Regardless of how fiercely he struggled, Nibelheim, the land of the dead, would never grant him warmth. Such was the inevitable consequence of having rushed in the opposite direction.
黙れ。
And that was also why Sharper could never acknowledge it.
逃げた先にはろくなことがありませんよ。
Trifod used this truth to collapse the pillar of the Pentachroma.
あなたは
僕は
A fallen champion, an invincible aid carrier, one of the Gold's Imperial Guard. A single word that held the power to destroy this pride.
ただの痩せさらばえた捨て犬に過ぎない。
A wind raged as the peach-colored flower illusion was torn asunder. A fissure ran across the flower field and the earth split open.
僕は不死身のエイベリアなんだ
As Hrodvitnir's roar literally shattered earth and heaven like the arena of Nibelheim had descended upon the world.
よってここにまた一人お前の業による死者が出る。
Roars as a violent tempest swelled and tore the priest to shreds.
お前が存在しなかったら彼は別の生を得られただろう。
Had it not been for his love of Rahimura, the priest's life would never have ended this way.
お前が彼を殺したのだ、テレジア。
Okay, that's bullcrap. Accursed and lamentable, whereas their existence gave birth to a tempest of death.
彼はこれで本望なのか。まこと悔いなしの最後と言えるのか。
I mean, I'm pretty sure he was not complaining.
テレジア、お前は彼の結末をどう捉える。
Rak had no words to answer with. The image of the dying priest had been engraved upon her heart, and she could not escape it by merely closing or averting her eyes. The wound would plague her for an eternity. So that was what being here meant. Her weathered heart could now understand what both Liz and Riva went through. Once she had lost all that was dear to her, Rahimura would end up no more than another year bereft of emotion. Worn down to the absolute limit, her heart would become a perfectly chiseled yet unfeeling gem. And it was both Isaac and she herself doing the scrapping. After all, Ran's own existence was to blame for their abrasion. As such, there was but one answer available to her.
私が悪いの？
Those who loved her died. Not everyone. Everyone that had anything to do with her vanished. Not everyone. That was her essence, the laws that shackled her being. She had seen too much of hell to deny it. What could she have done to resist it? The stigma of destructive love imprinted in her very blood sought to devour all. What could have made her try and fight that irreversible law, despite lacking conviction and strength alike? Rather than that protecting those she loved resulted in them getting dragged down to a whirlpool of death, they would be plummeted into the depths of hell right alongside her. How was she any different from the cogwheel of a being calling himself Isaac? She was powerless and without worth. And if that was the case, she might as well. Indeed, she could.
私が死ねば、いなくなっちゃえば、もうそれで。
But that thought,
死を思え。
the belief that there existed salvation beyond the precipice, opened the gates of hell. She could not escape. There was no way for her to run. She could destroy neither the demons nor herself. Her heart was on the verge of bursting. She knew she would eventually turn to gear, yet there was nothing she could do about it.
助けて。
Please, somebody save her. She reached out her hand in the darkness in a plea for help, but
藤井君。
なるほど。それがお前の削るべき最後の部分か。
she was once again painfully reminded that, rather than a damsel in distress to be rescued, she was a demon that ruined all those she touched. Well, Well, we'll see about that in the next episode. So tomorrow. For now, I hope you enjoyed it. And hope to see you then. Bye bye.